country is better than that, or that I start having issues. But in this case, particularly, there is the issue of human rights abuses or just general political questions. It always feels to me that you get something like the World Cup and you become a nation of some import, whether it is deserved or not. And I find that troublesome. As an Arab, I must say that the crimes that Qatar has committed are not more or less than crimes that other countries have committed. Part of why the issue of human rights is a big deal here is because it is an Arab country and that there is a reaction against it.
Your 2002 novel, I, the Divine, features a female football-playing main character. What are some of the challenges of narrating football games?
It's difficult. I mean, I won't compare football to Wagner operas. Nothing happens for so long, and you just go on and on and on, and it feels a little boring, and then all of a sudden there's this moment of ecstasy, and the skies open up, and all that. The trouble is, how do you narrate football? How do you make the excitement of it what it feels like to play, to see a game? It's a very difficult thing.
You wrote an essay in 2021 last year, Life, Death and Soccer During the Last Pandemic, which describes living in San Francisco during the AIDS crisis. You started a gay soccer team, the San Francisco Spikes. How did it feel to revisit those times? And do you think attitudes towards LGBTQ plus people from within football has changed?
They have changed some, they haven't changed enough. Even in the essay, I wrote that, it took 2 years for the league to actually start changing, to accommodate us. As in, we used to get into a fight in every game we played. Somebody would try to punch us or whatever. And it took about a couple of years for the league to change the rules because we were there. And yes, I see, I personally as a gay club supporters and there's some people happy position player that has come out. And there are many, many, many reasons for that, including primarily homophobia. And that's in the men's case. In the women's case, it's much better. But it's this whole idea of what masculinity is and how does it fit into soccer. The assumption always is that, queerness implies a lack of masculinity, however you define that. And I find that really amusing.
Earlier this year, LGBTQ plus organisations working with football's world governing body FIFA said progress has been slow in ensuring the safety of LGBTQ plus fans hoping to head to Qatar for the World Cup, and that reassurances from Qatar have not been adequate. What's your response to those concerns?
I think they are valid concerns because for those of us who are queer, it's a big issue, but for the World Cup organizing committee, it's not. And obviously for Qatar, it's not. So I don't know what kind of guarantees a country can make, but what upsets me is the reaction from someone, say in Britain. I don't remember which minister said that, the LGBT community should behave.
Foreign Secretary James Cleverly, what he said, he urged fans to show a little bit of flex and compromise and to respect the culture of your host nation.
Let's just say, I'm fine. He said that there is, some compromise that can be achieved about one's being. It's like, if he's specific about one behavior, like don't get drunk, don't expose yourself in public as if that was going to happen, or what, that I can understand. But to take a class of people, or, in all shapes and sizes, and basically just say, your behavior could be misconstrued as something terrible is a horrible thing to say.
You've written in the past about how you've had a difficult relationship with your father and that football helped you bond with him. Can you tell us more about that?
I mean, I did not necessarily have a relationship that is more difficult than every other person. It was difficult, I think, like every relationship between father and son. But then we had very few things we could talk about. We had different backgrounds, I guess. What was interesting was that every 4 years, we would get together for the World Cup and we would sit down and watch it. And for that month, we might disagree as to who's going to win it. But we were able to see, something together in the same way. And that has always been a great privilege in many ways. In the essay, I talked about how during the Civil War in Lebanon, during the World Cup, there would be no shooting, there would be no firing. Everybody would watch the games. There was a rumor that